Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be doing your money and finances reading. Also, stuff related to your work and your career. That's the theme of this one. So this is good for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Hop in, get comfortable, and let's see what the spirit of the divine, what the spirit guides, what the universe wants to tell you for this upcoming phase, or this upcoming week. Alright, let's see. Universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most relevant and important, accurate messages for Pisces for the week that goes from February 17th to 23rd. Alright, so right away we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Nine of Wands. So there could be someone here expressing themselves very abruptly, very directly, a little harshly. They don't have the intention to offend anyone. They don't have the intention to hurt anyone. This could be you or this could be someone else, okay? But they're saying things as they are. However, the person on the other end, whether this is you or the other person, could be taking it very emotionally. So if someone is expressing their needs objectively, try not to take it personally, because it's not meant to be personal, okay? It's just a matter-of-fact kind of conversation. And if you yourself are communicating a message like that, and the other person takes it personally, well, I mean, you can't really control that, but it doesn't seem like that was your intention initially. Alright, so let's see what this week looks like for money and finances for Pisces. So it seems like you have already made an important choice, Pisces. There's already something that you have said yes to. And you just know in your heart that it is going to be the right thing. It may represent an expense, it may represent uncertainty, but there is something, it could be something that you received through email that you're saying yes to. And you just know it's right. You just do. And this is a confirmation that you're right about that. So the challenge here is that maybe right now you don't have, or don't feel like you have as much opportunities. Maybe you want to work really hard, but for whatever reason you're not being able to. Maybe some of you are lacking focus, some of you are lacking direction, others of you may be lacking opportunity to work. But bottom line, what I'm getting here is that you are well on your way to that ideal place. You're already on your way. In the recent past, I feel like many of you have had to spend a lot of time in work and career being a little defensive, establishing your boundaries, really analyzing people's intentions and motivations. It seems like you have a purpose and you have a talent, right? And it seems like you haven't been able to focus on that talent professionally. So let's say that you're a business owner. Let's say that you're a yoga teacher, for example. Instead of spending your time doing yoga classes or yoga retreats or yoga itself, you may have been spending a lot of time dealing with drama with people who consider themselves competitors, or drama in the community, or facing legal issues, or things that have nothing to do with yoga, but take you away from yoga. You should be doing yoga, you know what I mean? And that is obviously just an example. Fill in the blank, replace yoga with whatever it is that you feel you should be focusing on, or whatever it is your business is about. But I feel like there's external forces that have been distracting you and pulling you away from what you're actually meant to be doing and what you do best. But that is changing. It seems like that is changing. There's a brand new beginning here in your mind. There is maybe a course that you want to take, a new chapter, a change, something different that you're choosing here, okay? And it is definitely going to be making a huge transformation in your career, okay? Whatever this is, you think that this has the potential to take you somewhere, and Spirit is saying you don't even know how much potential you have if you follow through with this, whatever this is. Again, it could be like an invitation, an opportunity, something like that. In the near future, I see you very abundant, successful, comfortable. I see you having everything that you need in a very sustainable kind of life. I see you maybe surrounded by nature, growing your own vegetables, not because you need to, but because you want to, as a form of luxury almost. I see with the Nine of Pentacles that you're going to be very comfortable financially coming up very soon. And I see here with the Ace of Wands that you're very excited about this new beginning. But again, they're being very, insistent. Spirit is being very insistent that you have no idea how far you can go, how successful you can be due to this exciting new beginning. It's like you're just excited for the new beginning, whether it is taking a class or accepting an opportunity or a position or a new job. It's like you're very excited about the opportunity itself, but you really cannot grasp right now everything that is behind that curtain, everything that could happen, everything that is positive potential for you. It's like way bigger than you think. The thing is, there are changes that are happening, okay? Some of you have been juggling a lot of things. And in order to say yes to a new opportunity, you're going to have to say no to a lot of things that you have been entertaining. So are you ready to say no to a lot of expenses so that you can pay for this new thing? Are you ready to say no to all of these little classes because you want to instead get this degree? Are you ready to say no to all of these bad habits because you're ready to sort of master yourself in a way? You have to say no to a lot in order to say yes to this. It may be a sacrifice, but I do not feel like it will in any way bring you dissatisfaction. Like, even if you have to work really hard for this, it seems like you're going to work really hard with a smile on your face, feeling blessed to even have the opportunity to work hard towards whatever this is. So you have the Star card representing your energy at this time. Absolutely beautiful, wishes fulfilled. You have been praying for something. You have been wanting a breakthrough in career, in finances for a while. You maybe didn't know exactly how. You wanted this to happen. Wobbly. Wobbly. Wobbly boo boo. Woo! Wobbly. I'll be right back, you guys. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, you have been asking for something. Whether it is a level of success, a level of abundance, a level of harmony or fulfillment. I feel like you don't necessarily know exactly what you want to have happen, but you want to feel a certain way. You're currently not feeling the way you want to feel in your career, and you have been asking the divine for help. At times, you have asked for specific things, then you're like, maybe that's not, the answer for me. Maybe I should just ask for help, or for guidance, or for clarity, or for whatever. You have been sort of like interchanging your prayers, it seems, and basically just seeing what brings in the miracle, whatever it is that you may need. For quite some time, Pisces, you have been surviving instead of thriving. You have been on the defensive as opposed to the offensive. You know, instead of creating, you have been just sort of trying to keep your head above water, it seems. But that is going to change. There is something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe you've always wanted to be a writer, an author, a photographer. Maybe there's something that you always said, like, before I die, I have to write that book. Or I have to make that painting. Or I have to... whatever. And I feel like you are getting closer and closer to that. In the environment, though, it's not that clear. It seems like everyone around you wants something different. It seems like everyone around you is using trial and error in their strategies at work. So you may have a lot of friends, and let's say that each one of those friends is trying out and experimenting different things with their work, with their industry, with their career. And it's like no one seems to know what they're doing, and no one seems to have like the answers. So it can be very confusing. Try not to adopt techniques that have worked for people around you that have nothing to do with your own industry. Like, let's say that you have a friend who is in a different line of work, but they started doing this 3 habits and they changed their life. Normally, you know, it could be worth it to check and see if those could work for you in the same way. What I'm getting from this particular reading, though, take it if it resonates, is that for you, it's not going to work in the same way. You need to look for advice or mentorship about your particular industry, your niche. Because it can be just very confusing. For hopes and fears, it seems like you want to have support, guidance. It seems like you want to have something to look forward to, a path to follow, instructions to follow, someone to correct you, someone to, you know, analyze your growth. Some of you are hoping to have a mentor that is very engaged in assisting you. At the same time, it may be scary. It may be scary to invest in one. It may be scary to, you know, put yourself out there. But I feel like that is exactly what you need right now, Pisces. Getting out of your comfort zone and falling in love with your work again, with your career again, with the manifestation of money again. It's like finding the love within yourself for all those things. Your emotional side, Pisces, is completely intertwined with what you do for a living. Some people can just compartmentalize and be like, well, this is my work, I do what I need to do for work, and then whatever, it doesn't matter how I feel about it. But Pisces, it's like your essence is so emotional, is so psychic, so energetic that you have to feel good doing what you do for work. It's particularly hard for you. Like, if for everybody it's hard to do something they hate for a living, for you it's particularly harder. It's like even harder than for the average person because you're way too sensitive. And I say that in the best of context. You feel what your clients feel. You feel the energy in your emails. You feel the energy in the interactions in the office, in the department, and you feel too much. You feel everything. And when you do something for a living that you love, that is a superpower because you're tapped in, you're connected, you're one with that passion. But when you're not connected to something that you love, all you feel is distress. So pay attention to what you want to feel, basically. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's add a whole different layer to this. Okay, so what I'm getting is that the journey to get to your goals needs to be beautiful. The journey needs to be pleasant. It needs to be exciting. It needs to be inspiring for you. Not only the destination. Some people can endure a lot of really hard things, and if they make it there to their destination, then they feel happy and it was all worth it. But Pisces, I don't know, I feel like this time around, Spirit is saying, don't just put all your hopes on the destination. Make sure that the journey itself is something that you like, that you enjoy, that you feel satisfied with. That even if the destination never comes, which it will, but even if it never comes, even if you take that out of the equation, you still feel happy doing what you're doing. That is what Spirit wants you to tap into. You have been heartbroken in the past. You've had letdowns, you've had disappointments, you've had straight up broken hearts related to work and related to finances. And Spirit wants you to put that behind you because it is already behind you. It's like, instead of being afraid of manifesting that same thing again, know that that is in the past and it will remain in the past. There's something very exciting that is coming in here, and it is a form of divine justice. The divine is bringing an opportunity, an idea, a proposal, a new class, something that is very exciting, and it's bringing it your way to light up within you that inner fire, that passion, that inspiration that may have been, I guess, dimmed would be a good word. And it is a form of divine justice. By making you feel excited about what you do, about what you want to achieve, about the money that you're making, by helping you feel excited, it's like that's the best way that you're going to have the fuel to align yourself with what you really want, or to discover what it is that you want at this point of your life. So I see you with the Nine of Pentacles in the near future, and on top of it, the Nine of Cups. So you're going to be feeling so proud of yourself. Oh, Pisces. At times in the past, I see that you have accomplished separately in your career, sometimes satisfaction, but not necessarily like the financial, like maybe in the past you've been like, well, I have times in which I was doing exactly what I wanted to do. I wasn't making that much money, but I was so happy. You've had those moments. And you've also had moments in which you were doing or making a lot of money, and maybe you weren't as happy, but you were like, damn, I'm making a lot of money, you know? So those two things have existed individually. Now I see that in the future you're going to be just as emotionally fulfilled as you are going to be financially fulfilled. It's not going to be one or the other. It's not going to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy about the money I'm making, but I'm burned out. It's not going to be about, oh my God, I'm so happy about the things I'm doing, although I'm not making money. It's going to be both. It's going to be, I'm so excited about what I'm doing, and I can't believe I'm making so much money doing it. Basically, that's what I see in the future for you, Pisces. Okay, so this card is not from the tarot. It's from this deck, but I think it's like the instructions card or something. And I'm going to read the message. It says, you are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. And it is coming up over the tower. So it's like, allow the changes. Allow things to unfold. Allow yourself to, enter this new chapter. On top of the star card, you have the Six of Wands. Absolutely beautiful energy. Alright, I'm back, and look at who's here with us. This is Elliot, one of my babies. I have a lot of babies. This is Mia as well. So you guys know that we have a lot of cats in this household. 8 to be exact. And these are the baby girls that were born, the most recent. They're siblings. They're the cutest. And I like to say they're my assistants, but they don't really assist me much. Anyway, so coming back to the reading, we were talking about the Star and the Six of Wands. So this is as victorious as energy could possibly get. And it is representing you. So you're coming into a space in which not only are your prayers being heard and answered, but everything that you hope from yourself, you can achieve. It's like, not only are things aligning on your behalf, but they're also aligning within you simultaneously. Not only is everything going to fall into place externally, but everything is falling into place internally. So you can really make the most out of an opportunity. You know, sometimes we get an opportunity, it's like, well, you know, maybe internally I am right there, I am ready, I can do it all. But externally, maybe it's not the right time, maybe it's not the right moment, there's, you know, obstacles and distractions, and we still find a way to go through with things and make the most out of them, right? But Pisces, I feel like this is divinely timed for you. There's a victory here that's going to be very massive. The Six of Wands is a card of people looking at you and being like, holy shit, how did Pisces do that? Like, that is amazing. Admiring you, respecting you, asking you for advice, learning from you, you name it. In the environment, we already had the Moon card letting us know that, you know, up until this point, things haven't been all that clear. But now, I feel like you're coming into a space in which you're going from not knowing who you could trust to having a super strong support system with you. Not knowing if people were wearing masks, as you can see here in the illustration, or if there were like enemies hidden. Now you're coming into a space in which you all celebrate the same things. You're all on the same page. It's truthful, transparent, good in all ways. You know, it's just beautiful. Your environment is getting a big upgrade, and it is a reflection of who you're connecting with now. For your hopes and fears, you have the Judgment card. You've been wanting help. You've been ready for help, and now you're getting that help. All of the efforts that you have put in the past, everything that you have already invested, that you feel never really turned into anything, is all coming back now to you in the way that matters. So be open to this opportunity, whatever it may be. Last card for this reading, we have the World. This is a card of completions. This is a closure of a chapter, of a phase. This is reaching a goal, maybe wrapping up an opportunity, a course, a degree, a career, a position, a relationship with a company. This is also a card that talks a lot about international affairs. So you could be getting to know a lot of people around the world, maybe traveling a lot because of this opportunity that you're getting. And it also kind of, it feels very similar in this particular deck to the Six of Wands. So it's like double victory. I see graduation, celebration, international recognition, based on something that is showing up now. Let's pull just one more, and then I'm going to get one from the Cat Oracle as well. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The universe wants you to know that you have been a good sport. Maybe you don't feel like you have at times. Maybe you feel like you have been less than interested or less than motivated. But Spirit wants you to know that you have been a good sport, that it has taken some time to get to this point, and it wasn't out of you not being ready. It was simply a matter of divine timing. Like, now the planets are where they need to be, and now your finances are where they need to be, and now you're where you need to be, whatever. And there is something that's going to be that shift that you have been hoping for quite some time. Now, let's get an oracle card here from the Cat Oracle. Universe, what is the best advice that you can give Pisces from this deck? The Pisces that are resonating with this reading. What is the best advice you can give them at this time? Oh, I didn't see that jumped out. So we have 3, and I'm gonna read all 3 of them. First one is Mischief. Meet Jasper. So Jasper is the name of this cat. The illustration that you see here, that's Jasper. He's a playful little trickster known to pounce on toes while you're sleeping and possibly tiptoe across your computer. Okay, so just like Elliot, while you're trying to work. There is a twinkle of mischief in his eyes that you can't help but love. He reminds us not to take things too seriously. Sometimes the biggest disasters can seem funny when you look at them through Jasper's eyes. He is lighthearted, he is laughter, giggles, and sighs. And yes, he really did need to steal that little sip of your drink when you were looking the other way. So, okay, that would be your message number 1, Mischief. Message number 2, we have Paradox. So this one in particular is called Stardust. Meet Stardust. He is the convergence of opposites. He is the dark and the light. He is a magician that turns everything on its head, pawing at the paradox. He travels the galaxies with his best friends, free will and destiny. No one knows where one begins and the other ends. He sees the good in the evil and the evil in the good. Within every blessing there is a tragedy, and within every tragedy there is a blessing. We think we know what is what, but Stardust throws everything into question. Let the paradox open up your thinking and your perspective. Oh, wow, okay. That is very powerful, Pisces. And I feel like that goes for those of you who have been stuck in this like black and white form of thinking of, you know, there was success and then there was failure, or I was happy and then I wasn't. And these cards are telling you, you were happy and unhappy through it all. You were successful and unsuccessful through it all. It's like there's within everything that like a yin yang, there's a little bit of everything. And then we have this cutie that looks just like Chai when he was a baby. Meet Fluff. She is patiently waiting for you to stop your super important, get it done task and give her lots of love. She assures you that her fur is a cloud of softness that will melt all of your thoughts away. Little Fluff is all about savoring the experience of being alive in your body. Time to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect to the lush, tactile world instead. Stretch like a cat until you quiver. Feel the air on your skin and the earth under your paws. Cuddle in with this kitty and feel her purrs awaken in your heart. Oh. Alright, Pisces. That's really sweet. So those are your messages. I have to congratulate you, Pisces. You are entering a phase that is going to change everything. And you know it, and it feels amazing, and it's exciting, so enjoy every bit of it, Pisces. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Alright, my loves. Bye.